Chickens! I wanted to tell you my experience with chickens, and this is coming from someone who raised them we raised them in the house in one of those those silver horse troughs that hold hay and feed, etc. And we raised them, and they became layers. We had all hens, and we had a rooster. Unfortunately, we had to rehome, but initially we had 11, then we rehomed, so we ended up with 10, and then we kind of downsized, so we started rehoming some of our chickens, and we were getting about 8 to 12 eggs a day. But the thing is I don't eat breakfast. We don't eat a lot of eggs in our house. And so a majority of the time we were giving all of these eggs away to family and friends. And they loved them, and we loved the eggs that we had that I used for occasional baking or a quiche, etc. And so what I realized is we built the coop and the run. The coop was cool, the run was cool, and we didn't free range simply because we have hawks and eagles and things in our area, and we have predators. We had a coyote in the backyard, and I know we have foxes, and they will come and snatch your chickens up in a heartbeat and not think twice. And some people will come out and there's a chicken massacre where something has gotten all of the chickens and they have to start over. So anyways, I want to tell you about the down and dirty when it comes to chickens that caused me to say I think maybe we should put a period end of sentence to this situation. Chickens, when they're little, they're super cute, and they peep peep and this and that, and you just manage them. And we raised them in the house, so when we'd let them out of their little enclosure to run around, you got to lay a lot of paper down because they do poop everywhere, and little chicks, little poops. But I'm telling you right now, we had a run, we had the coop, everything was legit, and I never know the couple of things we would be facing. We faced what was called pasty bud, where their butt gets caked with the poop. And in order to clean them, you have to soak them in a big 18-gallon tub, cut out a hole in the top so they can stick their head out. But you got to soak them, clean up all the poop, and then dry them and put them back into the run. It takes forever. But the other thing people have to think about is when they get bumblefoot, which they can get once in a while just from normal walking around. They get a cut in the skin, etc. And what bumblefoot is, you have to check your chickens on a regular basis. Bumblefoot is when they get an infection in the bottom of the foot. It looks like a black plug. And what you have to do is the same thing. You have to soak them. You have to dig out the plug, and then I use Neosporin in the plug. As soon as you get the plug out and squeeze out whatever is in there, the infection, etc. You put Neosporin, I put Neosporin in the hole. Then you put like a nonstick gauze, and then you wrap it with a vet tape. And it's kind of like the tape they use at the hospital instead of using a bandage, they wrap your arm with a hospital tape that is kind of flexible. So you cut strips and you wrap. It takes a long time to even get them soaked and get the plug out, but then you have to check them every couple of days and redo the same process. So it is really a lot of work to have chickens. And I'm letting you know because we have half an acre, so we don't have a lot of land. But the coop was right behind the house, and I'm telling you right now, when it rains, etc., it is, to me, my smelling senses are magnified for the past so many years, but it is really strong, and it smells like a barn. I'm sure everyone goes through this, and there's really no way of getting around it because chickens, I'm letting you know, although we loved our chickens, they have got to be some of the filthiest animals in the world. So raising chickens is a lot of work. If you're doing it to have a pet, some chickens are pets, but for the most part, I think primarily they're meant to be just outdoors laying and just doing their own thing. It takes a lot of work to build a coop and a run. We had a partial structure up, so we had to finish that off for the coop, and then we had to build a run, and then you have to use 2 layers of hardwire cloth or hardwire to keep predators out. So you have to make sure it's predator proof. Predators can get in. People have had possums living in their chicken coops and eating eggs, and so you have to make sure the coop is sealed. So you have to at night go through with a flashlight all around the coop to make sure it's sealed. So ours was sealed. We never had a problem with predators getting our chickens, but they are some of the, honestly, I just thought it was just dirty. I'm just giving you the lowdown. So people that, like to have a clean environment, it's not an environment that if you are a neat freak or you like to go outside and smell fresh air, it's not like that. So, so that's my take on chickens. We don't have chickens. We rehomed. We sold the coop, sold the run, and now our backyard is. But the one thing is where they were, and of course they pooped in this, of course in the run and stuff. That area, I decided to now grow grass, is flourishing with this wonderful grass because it's all fertilized. So that's the one thing you can look forward to, is having a fertilized area. But that's all I wanted to talk about. Think before you get chickens, because it's not like you can bring them in the house and they not poop. They poop everywhere. So it's not a little, it's a lot. So I just wanted to give you the lowdown. You can do what you want. But because I don't eat breakfast and we don't eat a lot of eggs, it ended up just being more work for us than what we needed, and things. It was a fun little excursion. It was a fun experience. But would I do it again, me personally? No. I'll go buy eggs now that they're down to $1.50 at the store. I'll just go buy them once in a while. So anyways, I hope you're having a great day. Bye-bye.